Peace. Welcome to the Lions Den. Hope everybody having a good week so far. And here at the Lions Den, we like to bring you scriptures to help you on your walk with the Most High God. To try to give you a little bit of understanding, right? Coming out of the King James Version of the Bible, from Genesis all the way to Revelations. All right. So, and what we have here today is a little segment called a daily message for you. Where just a little short few scriptures to give you something to think upon throughout your day, to something for you to ponder on. All right. And today's daily message is called God is able to heal you. God is able to heal you. All right. God is able to heal you. All right. So one thing you have to understand that is that everything that goes on, God is aware of. Right. So it's not like something is happening to you and he's like, I didn't know that was happening. All right. Can't be all knowing and then not know something is going on. Right. So understand that whatever type of problems, you're going through, God can heal you. All right. And that's whether it's a physical type of problem or a mental type of problem. God is able to heal you. All right. You see people out there with all types of illnesses and diseases. Well, God is able to cure them of them things. And then on the other hand, you see people with mental issues. All right. And God is able to heal them of them. All right. Now, you may not always know or have a good understanding why things are happening to you. But listen, it's for your good sometimes that these things can be happening to you, or it could be for your disobedience that some of these things are happening to you. All right. So either way, if God is punishing you for your evil doings, then for one, he's trying to get you to understand or see something. All right. So, and just know that if you are getting punished, all right, it would be a great time to even consider within yourself, or you are going through something, some type of mental illness or some physical sickness. All right. All right. But then it could be due towards your, like say, if you're going through bodily health problems. All right. It could be due to your poor choices, things that you put within inside your body. All right. Can cause some things to happen as well. All right. So you also want to be mindful of that. All right. Try to keep yourself healthy. All right, so let's start it off in Deuteronomy 32. All right, so we're going to start off in Deuteronomy 32 so you can understand who does these things unto you, all right, or where these problems come from. All right, so Deuteronomy 32 and verse 39, it says, "See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand." So you see, he says, I wound and I heal. So he'll wound you some type of way, all right, whether it's mental or physical, he'll wound you. But it also says he heals. So then he's able to heal you as well. All right. So he'll cause the problem, and he also got the remedy for the problem. All right. But people don't never take thought from within themselves to see, what's the reason that this is going on. All right. Why is this happening to me? All right. Where am I erring? This is why it's a good thing to examine yourself regularly. Right. And you have to understand that. And examining yourself is going to let you know that where you're erring at. All right. But you don't know where you're erring at if you don't know anything about God. All right. So this is another message that you have to seek him on the regular. Seek out his words. All right. So that you can know that if your actions are causing him to be angry, or you're doing something that doesn't add up what he expects of you. All right. So let's go and take a look at somebody who was sick. All right. Sick unto death. All right. That God has healed. All right. And you keep this within your head. All right. Keep these thoughts within your head. And just showing that God is able to heal with any type of problems that you actually have. Let's go to 2 Kings chapter 20. 2 Kings chapter 20. All right, well, this is verse 1. It says, "In those days was Hezekiah sick unto death." All right, so you see him, he's sick unto death, like he's nearing death. He's sick. All right, it says, "And the prophet Isaiah, the son of Amos, came unto him and said unto him, Thus saith the Lord, Set thine house in order, for thou shalt die and not live. Then he turned his face to the wall and prayed unto the Lord, saying, I beseech thee, O Lord, remember now how I have walked before thee in truth and with a perfect heart, and have done that which is good in thy sight. And Hezekiah wept sore. And it came to pass, afore Isaiah was gone out into the middle court, that the word of the Lord came to him, saying, Turn again, and tell Hezekiah, the captain of my people, Thus saith the Lord, and the God of David their father, I have heard thy prayer. I have seen thy tears. Behold, I will heal thee. On the third day thou shalt go up into the house of the Lord, and I will add unto thy days 15 years, and will deliver thee and this city out of the hand of the king of Assyria. And I will defend this city for my own sake and for my servant David's sake. All right. But you see in verse 5, it said, he says that he has heard him. He says, Turn again, tell Hezekiah, the captain of my people, thus saith the Lord, the God of David thy father, I have heard thy prayer. I have seen thy tears. Behold, I will heal thee. All right. So we see that he was sick unto death. All right. And that doesn't tell us why he was sick unto death, or, what happened or whatever. All right. But we know that he had a good standing with the Lord, because you heard what he said. He said he had walked before the Lord in truth and truthfulness. All right. With a perfect heart. Walk before the Lord with a perfect heart. All right. And he did that which was good in the sight of the Lord. See? So when you have a good report, all right, and you understand how you're supposed to walk before the Lord, all right, you have a good report. Then he went to the Lord with this report, like, Lord, listen, you just remember how I lived my life. All right. And the Lord said, listen, I'm going to heal you. All right. So see, understanding it's a good thing to have a good report, because, you can go to the Lord within your sicknesses or your problems and ask God to heal you, and you will be healed. All right. You will be healed. All right. So you see this instance here where this man was sick unto death. This just goes to show you any type of ailment. All right. Even if it's close to sick unto death, that God can heal you of it. All right. Whatever problems it is. But you want to make sure that you're in good standings with the Lord. All right. And just remember, all right, if it comes to your mind, and then, it comes to your mind that you have been walking not according to God's ways, hey, praise him. All right. Ask for forgiveness. Ask for forgiveness, and then go to him. Ask him to heal you. All right. So that you can walk according to his ways and not your own. All right. So just a little nice little spot right here showing that God is definitely able to heal you, even if it's close unto death. Now let's go take a look at another spot. All right. And we're going to look at God healing somebody within their minds. Let's go to Luke chapter 8. Luke chapter 8. And we're going to pick it up at verse 26. Luke chapter 8. And we're going to pick it up at verse 26. And it reads, And they arrived at the country of the Gadarenes, which is over against Galilee. And when he went forth into the land, there met him out of the city a certain man which had devils long time, and wore no clothes, neither abode in any house, but in the tombs. So see, this is a man who is mad within the head. All right. And let's see what is making him mad within the head. It said these devils, he had devils a long time, or which evil spirits, which is affecting his mind or his way of thinking, that he don't want to live in a house. He wants to live in the tombs. All right. All right. He ain't wearing no clothes. He run around butt naked. That's a spirit on him. All right. That's a spirit for a person to act in such manner. All right, that's a spirit, and it's affecting their mind. All right, think of Nebuchadnezzar. All right, think of Nebuchadnezzar and how he was, his pride caused him to the Lord to bring him low and to punish him and to mess with his mind, so that he thought he was a, so that he thought he was a, so that he thought he was an animal out there with the animals for 7 years. All right, think about that. All right, so this man here, just understand when those evil spirits are on you, all right, and they start affecting your mind, all right, then you can't, then you're not able to move in a right way that's pleasing unto the Lord. It's a punishment that's on you, all right, and you should consider it within yourself, like, especially if somebody's coming to tell you or talk to you about it. All right, don't be too prideful that you can't hear how somebody's trying to correct you, or because if anybody's correcting you using the word of the Lord, then that means that they actually do care about you. They're trying to help you out. Don't be puffed up within your mind when they give you correction, not according to their words, but according to God's word. Be ye able to hear it and receive it, all right? Because that's a person that's trying to look out for you. Right? You know what I'm saying? Not a person that's only going to tell you what you want to hear. But you often got people that tell you, oh no, it's gonna be all right, man. You doing good. That's all right. Stay away from them type of people. All right. So it says, he had these devils a long time. He wore no clothes, not abode in any house, but in the tombs. It says and when he saw Jesus, he cried out and fell down before him with a loud voice and said, "What have I to do with thee, Jesus, thou Son of the Most High? I beseech thee, torment me not." For he had commanded the unclean spirits to come out of the man, for oftentimes it had caught him, and he was kept bound with chains and fetters, and he brake the bands and was driven of the devil into the wilderness. All right, so see, look, these are devils on him, unclean spirits, messing with his mind, the same way that they can mess with your mind. And it doesn't have to be to this extent. All right. All right, it doesn't have to be to this extent. You can have devils on you causing you to be angry all the time. You can have devils on you causing you to be prideful, all right, hateful. All right, these are types of spirits that could be within you. All right, envious, all right, or lustful. All right, these things are messing with your brain. All right, or given to contention and strife and debate and argument. These are spirits. All right, so these are spirits that's causing you to do these things. Now just understand that, right? If you're the person that always, if you're always given to the unfruitful works, all right, or the fruits of the flesh that you could read in Galatians 5. If you're the type of person that is going through those type of things, just consider within yourself that you have some type of unclean spirit within you, all right, or within yourself. And let's see, verse 30. It says, and Jesus asked him, saying, "What is thy name?" And he said, "Legion," because many devils were entered into him. All right. So look now, and it shows you that more than one evil spirit could be within inside a person. All right. You can have multiple problems, right? Multiple different things going on with yourself and within your head. All right. These and lessons, and just understand that you can be healed of these things, right? And then they can come back around. And when they come back around stronger. So just understand that. And when you think about it, a legion, that's thousands of devils within a person. All right, understand that. So that can be you. All right, and this can affect your mind and affect the way you think. All right, and cause you to operate in a way that's not pleasing to the Lord. Right. It says, but a wise man is going to consider. All right. It says, verse 31, it says, and they besought him. When they say they're talking about the evil spirits that's in this man. And they besought him that he would not command them to go into the deep. And there was an herd of swine feeding the mountain. And they besought him that he would suffer them to enter into them. And he suffered them. Then went the devils out of the man and entered into the swine. And the herd ran violently down a steep place into the lake and were choked. All right, so see, look at this. All right, so you got some animals just over here feeding, eating grass or whatever they're eating. All right. Now these evil spirits entered into them and they went mad. They went crazy. All right. And they ran and ran off the cliff and jumped into a lake and drowned themselves. See, even these evil spirits, you can see when they get on to, they leave out of people. All right, they jump onto these animals and the animals acting crazy. But you can see if they cause the animals to do that and they cause this man to be running and running around naked and living in tombs, that he was affected within his mind, right? But you could just understand, all I'm just trying to get you to understand is that the Lord is able to heal you of these things. Now let's see, it says, when they had fed them, when they that fed them saw what was done, they fled and went and told it in the city and in the country. Then they went out to see what was done, and came to Jesus and found the man out of whom the devils were departed, sitting at the feet of Jesus, clothed and in his right mind, and they were afraid. So everybody knew that this guy was a crazy, but before time. Now they see him sitting and he's in his right mind. He ain't acting crazy. He got clothes on. All right, see, this man was wounded or troubled within his head from these evil spirits. All right, these evil spirits, but Christ healed them of them. All right, he showed mercy unto this man and cast these evil spirits out. It says, verse 36. They also which saw it told them by the means he that was possessed of the devils was healed. Then the whole multitude of the country of the Gadarenes round about besought him to depart from them, for they were taken with great fear. And he went up into the ship and returned back again. Now the man out of whom the devils were departed besought him that he might be with him. But Jesus said unto us, sent him away, saying, return to thine own house, and show how great things God have done unto thee. All right. And he went his way, and he published throughout the whole city how great things Jesus had done unto him. And it came to pass that when Jesus was returned, the people gladly received him, for they were all waiting for him. All right, so look at this. You can see, or you can notice. See, this is why Jesus, you know what I'm saying, God, Christ, whatever you like to say, he'll heal somebody. He'll get like the worst of people and he'll clean them up. All right, so then when he cleans them up and everybody knows that this person used to be a wild and crazy person, obviously had many spirits on them. Now, when they go around and see him acting normal or change different and not acting how he used to act, you know, and all you got to tell them, look, Christ healed me. He healed me and saved me from that type of lifestyle, all right, or from all those problems. And, you know, when people see that, you know, that's how they'll be attracted to God, right? They could be attracted to God and want to come closer to God and seeing, look what he did for this man. Well, imagine what he could do for me as well. All I got to do is follow his words, right? So let's keep moving, all right? Let's go see, because let's see what he told. Let's see what he told Moses. All right, let's see what he told Moses in Exodus 15. Exodus 15, and we're going to pick it up at verse 24. Exodus 15 and verse 24. It says, and the people murmured against Moses, saying, what shall we drink? And he cried unto the Lord, and the Lord showed him a tree, which when he had cast it into the waters were made sweet. There he made for them a statute and an ordinance, and there he proved them, and said, if thou wilt diligently hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, and will do that which is right in his sight, and will give ear to his commandments, and keep all his statutes, I will put none of these diseases upon thee, which I have brought upon the Egyptians. For I am the Lord that healeth thee. All right, so look, but you see what it was that where none of the diseases were coming up, or he wouldn't bring no diseases upon them. He says if they will keep his commandments and walk in his statutes. He said, because he is the Lord that healeth you. All right, of all your problems, he can heal you. So understand that. All right. and then see what he told you, all right, so that you can know within yourself. If you don't know his commandments, seek them out. Start with the 10 commandments. You can read them in Exodus chapter 20, verses 1 through 17. Start with them, right? Start with the 10 commandments, right? Start with them. That's trying to apply them into your life. All right. And notice that if you're having problems or sicknesses, that it's for your benefit. All right. It can be for your benefit. All right. If you're wise and you're going to consider within yourself. All right. All right. Now understand, sometimes he won't take those things away from you, or he won't take some diseases away from you, because it's a constant reminder. Like, you can live your life out perfectly. All right. You may have some things wrong. You remember, if you could read in 2 Corinthians 12, when Paul said that he was buffeted in the flesh. All right. So that he wouldn't be too high-minded of all the revelations that was given unto him, so that he can know to be humbled. All right. So that's why, and he prayed to the Lord that the Lord removed it. But the Lord told him, nah, my grace is enough for you. All right. Don't you worry about it. My grace is enough for you. Whatever problem he had within the flesh, it wasn't taken away, but he was able to live his life out with it. All right. It wasn't unto death. All right. He had some type of problem, but the Lord let it stay upon him so he can know to always be humble. All right. So now let's go to Hebrews chapter 11. All right. So we just read that he said to keep his commandments and statutes. All right. So one thing you have to know, if you don't believe in God, why would you even do anything that he says? All right. So this is just evident that you have to have faith and you have to believe in him, right? Because once you have faith and you believe in him, then you're going to start to seek out the things that you have to do. All right. Now let's take a look at Hebrews chapter 11. See something about faith. It says, now, faith is the substance of the things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders obtained a good report. Remember Hezekiah. He went to he prayed unto the Lord and told him that, look, I walked before you with a perfect heart and did that which was right in your sight. See, he had a good report. Why? Because he believed in God. All right. He believed in God. That's why he sought out his commandments and was walking in them. That's how he had a good report, and he was able to go into the Lord and ask for the Lord to heal him, or pray to him, and then the Lord heard and healed him. All right. So see, by faith is even how he even had a good report in the first place, so that he knew that he was supposed to do a certain thing or follow his commandments. Right. Skip down to verse 6. It says, but without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. All right. You see that? Diligently seek him. All right. So you're going to be seeking after him with all your heart. Diligently get after it. Right? Almost like you're looking for gold in the lost field. Seek after God that way. All right. So then he'll know that you have faith, and then he'll know that you're doing the things or seeking out the things that you must do. And you can pray unto them. He can heal you whatever. He can heal you of the problems you need to be healed. All right, whether it's sick or you're mental. And really, you need to be healed mentally of all things, so that you can have a clear mind. All right, a clear mind, and know how you're supposed to operate. All right, that's what's most of all important, so that you can have a good conscience towards God. You got to have a good, clear mind. All right, so you need to ask him to get those unclean spirits with off of you. But you got to believe, right? And remember, it says they obtained a good report. The elders obtained a good report. How did they obtain a good report? They had faith, and they did what they heard. They did God's words. They heard God's words, and they believed in them. All right, this is how you can obtain a good report with them. Let's go to James chapter 5. All right, let's see what it says here. I'm going to pick it up at verse 13. It says, any among you afflicted? Let him pray. Is any merry? Let him sing psalms. Is any sick among you? Let him call for the elders of the church, and let them pray over him, anointing him with oil in the name of the Lord. So how you see this? Hey, go to the elders and have them pray for you, right? Because if they have a good report with the Lord, hey, the Lord is bound to hear them. It says, And the prayer of faith, you see that? Faith shall save the sick, and the Lord shall raise him up. And if he have committed sins, they shall be forgiven him. Confess your faults one to another and pray one for another, that ye may be healed. The effectual, fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. All right, keep these things within your head. All right, you're supposed to go to the elders. The elders are supposed to have a good report because of their faith. They should be able to pray unto the Lord, and the Lord heal you. All right. Now, don't get discouraged. There's some things that you can go along with till the Lord can know. All right, you got a thorn in your flesh. You got some type of problem going on with you, but he'll leave that on you so that you can, to be humble. To always follow him. That's a constant reminder. All right, if you got some type of problem and you can live with it, you can endure it. It's not that bad. You can live your life without it. Live your life with that problem. He'll leave it on you, that you can always know within your head, look, God is the one who did this to me. All right. And I'm thankful. You should be thankful for it, because in that, being thankful for it is going to allow you to always do what is pleasing to him. It's a constant reminder, because when you think about people, we're very forgetful people. All right. Just know that for sure. All right. Now let's go to our last spot here for the day. This is just a daily message, nothing too long, something for you to ponder on your day. All right, let's go to Psalms 103. Pick it up at verse 2. It says, "Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits, who forgiveth all thine iniquities, who healeth all thy diseases, who redeemeth thy life from destruction, who crowneth thee with loving kindness and tender mercies." So understand this, that you are dealing with somebody who is very, very merciful, and he has loving and kindness, especially for those who does his commandments or do his commandments and seek them out. All right. He's going to have mercy upon them. All right. He'll definitely have mercy upon them. So just understand within yourself, whatever you're going through, any type of problem, the Lord is able to heal you. All right. He's definitely able to heal your mind. All right. And that's one of the most important things, to have a sound mind so that you can operate in uprightness of heart. All right. So just keep that in mind and know that God is able to heal you. All right. And that was the daily message for today. I pray somebody got some edification in the name of Jesus Christ. Until I see y'all again next time, man. Peace and have a good day.